When we last left, I was in the middle of something I didn't want to be in the middle of. The meat in a cactus and barbed wire sandwich. 2 goons have gotten a bulge on me.
Let's go, fella.
I told you before, don't call me fella.
What if I called you bum instead, you bum? Now quit stalling.
I've been trying to think of a way out of this. I didn't really want to go anywhere with these 2 gorillas. After all, there ought to be a limit how many times a man should be worked over for the same mistake. I didn't relish the prospect of another beating. As I turned to escort Smith's muscle, an old acquaintance walked through the door. Police Sergeant Archie Hall.
What are you doing with this creep?
Just showing him the door.
When'd you get out, Ferguson?
Hey, I ain't never been in and you know it, Flatfoot.
When you getting in then?
Hey, I'm not. I'm out of here.
What's that all about? Something's up and I can smell it.
Well, they're going to take me somewhere else to work me over. At least that's what I think. Then you showed up.
Like to take those guys in someday.
Oh, Melvin's got a gun, if that helps.
Yeah, and he's got a license for it.
That bum's got a license?
That's right. Don't ask me how he got it.
Fine, I won't. What are you doing in this neck of the woods?
Looking for you. What's the story with Melvin and Ferguson? Sure, they want to work you over. Who doesn't? What gives?
Well, just a case I'm working on. Nothing confidential, I suppose. I'm working for Sapphire Smith.
Don't tell me you're mixed up with her.
You know that skirt?
No, thank God.
What's the matter with it?
Don't you know?
Well,
Everybody else says.
Business is lousy, Archie. I gotta take what I can get.
That's your concern. We got more important turkeys to base.
What are you getting at?
Ever heard of the Child Labor Act?
Yeah, what about it?
I'll let Lieutenant Cooper tell you all about it.
Cooper?
Yeah. He thinks he's got your number. You made it all night.
When you expecting him?
Yeah. Here he is now.
Sounds like this alright still works for him.
That's right. What's it to you?
Oh, it's none of my business.
That's right.
It's all right.
So you're still hanging around with this Seamus, eh?
Nice to see you too, Miss Alright.
What are they want?
Just about to find out.
How's business been for you guys lately?
So-so?
More work than you and Miss Alright can handle?
No, not that much.
What's up, copper?
I'm just wondering why you gotta hire a little girl to do your work for you.
I didn't.
Aren't you fingering?
You know you're wasting your time.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm on to you, Buster.
Who you calling Buster, Mac?
No, hey, it's just a little misunderstanding. We'll work it out, it's all right.
All right, miss. Tell us what you told us downtown.
Yes, sir. Well, Spud here.
Who?
Spud, he hired me. Without pay. He wanted me to look for a shoplifter at the May Company. So I did. I didn't know what she looked like. I didn't know where to look for her, but I thought the best place to look is where there are lots of little objects, you know, stuff you can put in your pockets and, you know?
Go on, miss.
Well, I've already told you all of this.
Please, tell us again.
Well, I went to the book department because, you know, they're small and they're easy to steal, and, well, I saw this woman grab a magazine and put it under her coat, you know, like that. And, well, I ran over and I grabbed her around the neck and I just grabbed her and held her there, magazine and left. That left me with the salesman, and he called the police.
And here we are.
Oh, I know it sounds bad, but, I mean, he hired me. I was just doing my job, my duty, you know? But please tell him to let me go.
What do you say? Should we turn your operative loose?
What are you trying to pull here, Lieutenant? I've never seen this girl before in my life.
You big liar! You big fibber! You did so tell me to go to the May Company and look for a shoplifter.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is pretty low, Lieutenant.
Hey, hey, hey.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
You're a liar, and you know it. That story couldn't be made enough, and you know it. It's just so screwy. It's gotta be the truth, and you know it.
Charge me. See how far you get.
Archie,
Ryan Kerr.
take the girl home. You're a rotten bastard. I don't know what your purpose with that was, but it was a dirty trick. I'd like to kick your teeth in, and you know it.
Quit telling me what I know. If you want to take a swing at me, go ahead. I'll have you suspended.
You just go with the sergeant there, girlie. We'll take care of this guy for you. You go with the sergeant.
You have to dream of a better frame than that to get my license, Cooper. You aren't even trying hard.
Oh, this ain't over. And you know it.
Hey, bud, how about some eel juice?
Sounds good.
I told you she was nothing but trouble.
I know what you told me.
Hey, you know, I'm just trying to look out for you, bud.
Sure, doll. I know. Thanks for the refreshment. I gotta go meet Miss Smith at the eel house.
Hey, bud. Oh, bud. Take care of yourself.
I'll see you in the morning. The eel/seal house overlooked a big pile of rocks in the bay. Apparently, seals used to frequent this big pile of rocks. Otters, more likely, or beavers. People would flock here to the restaurant, hoping to be the first to spot these elusive seals. Takes all kind, I suppose. By the time I got in, Sapphire Smith was on stage, singing a pretty hard out again.
When night is creeping and I should be sleeping in bed, if you were peeping, you'd find that I'm weeping instead. My loving daddy left his baby again, said he'd come back, but he forgot to say when. Night after night, I'm crying, Daddy, won't you please come home? Daddy, won't you please come home? I'm so lonesome. No one can fill that vacant chair. Home isn't home if you're not there. No need to knock, the door is open for you. Please, Daddy, even the clock keeps ticking. Daddy, won't you please come home? Daddy, do you have to roam so very long? There's lots of other new sheiks who would like to be chic and haven't slipped yet, but I'm liable to be Daddy, won't you please come home? Oh, Daddy, do you have to roam so very long? There's lots of other new sheets who would like to be chic and haven't slipped yet, but I'm liable to weep. Daddy, Daddy, won't you please come home?
What kept you?
Looking for beavers.
You mean seals?
Do I? No. But did see those two boobs your father hired to follow you. Paid me a little visit. Said he wanted to see me.
They lied. Father's in the peg. He had some conference or something to attend.
Did you see him leave?
I saw him leave the house.
But you didn't see him get on the plane.
Of course.
Well, it's not the same thing. He might not have left, they might have sent him over.
They hurt you much?
Not much. How'd your father react when he found out you lost your tails?
They were fired. After I told Daddy about you and I getting away last night, he called him in and fired him.
Well, I guess if you got no one following you, I'm out of a job.
Still got your job. If you insist on calling it a job.
I do.
I want to take you home with me. We can have dessert.
I haven't eaten yet.
You will.
You say so. Let's blow. She drove expertly, squeezing the big car in and out of places I didn't think it would fit in. I admire a good driver. I'm not a good driver. When we got to her house, she pulled through the wrought iron gates and pulled the car up to a stop in front of the entrance. She hit the brakes hard, so we squealed for 3 feet on the loose gravel. I went to open the door, but she stopped me, grabbed me by the back of the head and pulled me close. So that's a game. Taking me right here, on a front porch, so to speak. I could feel the soft firmness of a soft, firm paws press against me the only way soft, firm paws can. In an instant, it was all over. Tear sling abruptly. We went inside. Nice shack you got here, Saph.
I hate it.
I like it.
It's too gloomy. Can I fix you a drink?
Sure, whatever you're having's fine.
Sure is.
Grew up here, did you?
I call this drink a desert wind.
Oh, yeah?
9/10 gin, 1/10 vermouth, no olive, no onion, nothing, just a toothpick.
Not bad. Next time skip the toothpick. Absorbs too much of the gin. She wrapped her arms around me, planted one right on my kisser. Then, like a feline monkey, she wrapped her legs around me and climbed me like a jungle crane. I've been given 2 warnings about this dish today. What was her game? I'll have another desert wind if you don't mind.
Me too.
Looking to see things from a different angle, are you?
Why don't you come round to this side?
Sure, baby, if that's what you want. Want me over here? Over here as I go. And here I am.
Thought you said you hadn't eaten yet.
I haven't.
Well?
Nice spread. You set a fine table, Miss Smith.
Sapphire. Call me Sapphire.
You must be the private investigator.
You must be Mr. Smith.
Go to your room.
Fuck yourself.
Want to have a look at you. Made arrangements yesterday afternoon. You have an appointment, but you managed to squirm your way out of it.
I was in my office. You could have arranged a meeting to come and see me yourself. No need to send in the clowns.
You're an unscrupulous man. I checked on you. I know how to deal with your kind.
My kind?
Yeah, you heard me.
Money can't buy everything, Mr. Smith. Your daughter's well past the legal limit. You think you can keep under lock and key forever? You're...
Says she was my daughter.
Well, isn't she?
No. As a matter of fact, she's my wife!
Oh.
Well, isn't this a fine killifish for our hero? How does Spud square his way out of this one? Is it true that Sapphire serves all-day breakfast? Does anyone believe that lieutenant was actually a real cop? Of course he was, and you know it! Well, it's onwards and upwards from here, but mainly sideways, and the next excruciating, heart-rending,